Oh.
Bye, Evie.
Bye, Evie.
Can you guys see his jacket?
Did you guys see Evie?
Can you guys see his jacket right now?
Her name, the dog you might have seen.
We're not shooting yet.
Yeah, we are.
We are?
Yeah.
Yeah, you guys are good to go.
Oh, okay. Great.
We were talking to a dog, you guys. We were talking to a dog. The dog's name is Evie, which she's named after an electric vehicle. So that's it.
Sorry.
Rosebud.
Sorry.
Jesus Christ.
Excuse me. I'm a lady.
And I'm a mate.
What? What? What was that?
I'm a mate.
This is actually how we role play.
Hi, lass. I just come in from the outback.
And I'm a lady and I was picking flowers.
Why were you picking flowers, you wee cunt? That's
I was picking flowers out of your asshole.
Yeah.
That's how.
And
That's
then
the
I'm
hottest
fucking
voice I can.
coming everywhere, just to fucking pain in the walls.
It's a cum fountain. And
Yeah.
then I yell stuff like that,
Yeah, and I make her take out her false teeth. Ooh.
and I go,
Ugh, I'm getting
I can
shivers.
blow you with my teeth out.
It's pretty hot. She has fake
I'm actually,
gums
I'm
that
actually
she
playing an
puts
old
over.
lady.
Yeah.
I'm playing an old witch.
Yeah.
On a cobblestone street.
But somehow still in the outback. It's very weird.
Yeah. So that's our sex life.
Well, if you didn't listen to the Patreon episode and you don't follow us on Instagram, you might not know, but we are vaccinated. And
And we do feel better than you.
yeah, we are better than you. We can travel more places. We can do more. We go to stores and they let us cut in line.
And they let us lick the register.
I've been licking subway poles. I've been licking people's faces, giving them the old Andrew Como hello.
Andy's
Just
been
grab
licking
'em
himself,
right on the
actually.
cheeks,
He's been licking
myself.
himself like a dog.
Yep.
He's gotten real flexible in the quarantine.
Yeah, I want to save toilet paper. I clean it all up down there.
Yeah, it's sparkling.
Yeah.
Like a
Raw, though.
Like a kitchen
Like a
floor
raw
in a
sparkle.
commercial.
Yeah.
We got to stop talking over each other on the podcast. It's
I
actually
think people like it.
No, it's becoming a problem. I'm not kidding. I'm not kidding. It happens so often on this podcast, and it's just a problem.
Okay.
People can't follow when we're talking at the same time. And I get it. We're both so funny. We can't stop.
Yeah.
You know, it's like you get the train going, you can't slow it down. But we need to.
Okay.
And
Well,
by we, I mean you. You need to stop talking on the podcast.
okay. See, I see a problem with this because then I wouldn't be on the podcast.
I don't see a problem there.
See, I don't like you anymore. And that is a problem I see with the podcast.
I see that more as like a personal problem.
Yeah, I'm
you know,
gonna
like something
disappear.
that you're probably gonna have a problem with, just personally.
Yeah.
But I don't see it as a problem for the podcast. I think people are gonna be pretty pleased when it's mostly me.
All right. Well, you guys, please subscribe to iTunes España Esconde tu Playa, which is a new podcast I'm doing with Penelope Cruz. Or should I say con Pepe? That's what I call her. Anyways.
You don't call her that.
I do call her that.
She doesn't talk to you.
Yes, well, when I yell outside
Yes,
of her
well?
house. Yes, well? That's what I'm going to name my child. My child. Not Rosebud's.
Okay.
Anyways, I do want to take a second, and I just want to slow things down and be like kind of serious.
Okay.
And I really want to just practice a moment of gratitude. I want to practice a moment of gratitude towards our new beaches.
Our new Patreon members.
Yes.
Okay.
And this lovely young man, we met him tonight. He honestly, I wanted Rosebud to leave with him. I wanted her to fly to Chicago and start a new life with this handsome young man.
Yeah, he's
Luca,
young.
He's a VI beach. He got the bag. He said, I'm going to put some of it towards my favorite podcasters. Apparently, his favorite podcasters didn't have a Patreon, so then he went to us.
Yeah.
And that was so nice of you, Luca. It was really nice to meet you. I'm sorry that all the ladies were yapping the whole time, but next
Jesus
time maybe
Christ.
we'll have a
First of all, he's talking about the VI Bistro,
Yeah.
and he didn't set that up correctly, so you guys don't know what the fuck's going on. But
Mm-hmm.
we met Luca on the VI Bistro with all the other VI beaches,
Mm-hmm.
and he is the first man on the VI beach.
Yes. So it was very
So
refreshing.
you
to
better
me.
believe he's just getting.
Dude, I created a breakout room. We went out and talked about fucking sports, dude.
No,
we
you
fucking
didn't.
crushed crayons on our heads.
You didn't
it was
do that.
fucking sick.
Didn't do any of that stuff.
All right. Next up, mahalo to Jennifer Brown. She's a new mahalo member.
Welcome, Jennifer.
Really appreciate you joining.
What a name, Jennifer Brown. It almost sounds like you are creating a fake ID.
You know what?
And
Honestly,
you are just hiding as Jennifer Brown.
I'll bring this up later.
Bring what up?
I'll bring it up later.
Bring it up now.
Are we going to have to ditch the Hawaiian words? Like, is somebody pissed at us for the cultural appropriation of using Hawaiian words?
We'll find out.
Okay. Let us know if you are Polynesian. That is the only, if you are some white bitch that comes to the fucking, starts DMing us being like, I actually feel like this is appropriation. And I'm like, okay, Jennifer Brown, okay, show me your 23andMe, prove that you're Polynesian, then come at me.
And don't come at us unless you have DNA evidence.
Yeah. I want to see a certificate. All right.
Certificates.
Dana
Spit on the mic.
DeNorsi, welcome to the beach. Grab yourself a Mai Tai, a towel. Honestly, it's open bar. You can grab whatever the fuck you want. You can grab the Mai Tai. You could spill it on the sand and say, oops.
Oopsies, give me another one. It's open bar.
Yeah. Get yourself some poi.
Okay.
Okay. This is fun. Lucila?
Yeah, Lucila.
She's coming all the way in from Great
The
Britain.
UK?
Yeah, she's paying with pounds.
Hell yeah.
She's paying with sterling.
Welcome, Lucila. Welcome to the beach.
And then lastly, our newest, another VI beach.
Yeah. Another
dude.
male VI beach coming to the VI Bistro on the 17th, which is the next VI Bistro, March 17th, with Anita, your mom.
Yeah. I'm saying this right now. We get enough boys in the VI beach. I'm throwing a VI brostro, okay?
A VI what?
A VI brostro.
Say that 3 more times.
VI brostro, VI brostro, VI brostro. Blah.
Okay. You almost got it.
Patrick, welcome to the beach, you motherfucker. You're sitting in the VIP section. Why don't
Welcome,
you
Patty.
grab one of the sex slaves.
What? Excuse me?
It's a new edition I'm working on.
Okay.
They are all there of their own volition.
Why do I feel like that's something
Sex work is work.
I feel like that's something the Baby in the Box brought up and added to the VI Beach.
Mm-hmm.
That's a Baby in the Box idea.
Yeah, I mean, it sounds very Baby in the Box. Sometimes, do you ever hear the Baby in the Box's voice in your head?
I do.
It's scary, right?
It is scary. It's like,
Yeah.
that's what he sounds like.
Mine's always like,
Don't listen to her. She's not better than you just because she makes more money.
and I'm just like, where the fuck is that coming from?
Mine's like,
Everybody likes Andy more because he's nice and you're a cunt. But the fact is, you're just a woman, so they don't like you because you're just... Everyone would celebrate him if he was as big of a jerk as you.
Yes. Yeah, I agree.
but that's definitely the Baby in the Box's
yeah,
voice.
I
That's
would
not
never.
mine.
That's not your internal monologue, and that's not my voice. That's for sure.
Yeah.
Okay. We got a message, and I wanted to read that
Okay, fine.
because we got an email.
Fine, but then
And-
can we just talk?
Anybody from, well, we're going to talk about the message because I actually think
Okay,
it's
we'll
kind of
get
a
to it.
juicy
Let's
one.
go.
Well,
Sorry.
anybody
Apologize.
can email us at fybpod@gmail.com anytime.
Anytime you want.
It's email.
Day or night.
It doesn't close.
And you know what? It's not going to wake us up in the middle of the night
Yeah.
because we don't sleep.
Yeah, we don't sleep.
We stay up
We
because
sniff instant coffee, and sometimes we butt chug.
Mm-hmm.
I love butt chugging. To be honest, to be fully honest,
it's his favorite.
I love to butt chug cold brew and just cough up blood. That is like one of my favorite fucking weekend things to do.
so hot.
It is like I'm just in the bathtub doing a handstand.
That's
and
how we pass the time, guys. You butt chug cold brew. You throw up blood in each other's mouths. It's a whole other kind of intimate experience.
Yeah, it looks like an art party in the 80s.
It
like
does.
That's how fucking
Yeah, we call it
get.
a Manson night.
Yeah, Manson night, babe. Put out the fucking tarp.
Yeah, get out the tube. Put
Yeah.
the tarp down.
Start.
Get yourself a ladder.
Make sure the toddy's brewing. Takes a lot of cold brew to butt
There's actually just a ton of materials in general. You sort of need an open space.
Yeah, and I got to tell you this: you get some of those grounds up your ass. Not fun. Not fun at all.
And he's already got IBS, so
Yeah.
it's just we're tempting fate here. Mm-hmm. We're tempting fate, but this is all part of Andy's beefing up.
Yeah,
because you got to slim down
and beef up.
and beef up.
Yeah. I'm so excited to get jacked and just throw you around the room like a doll.
Me too.
I'm going to put fucking mattresses on the walls.
I can't wait.
Just so I can grab you by the nape of your neck and put a finger in your butt and just chuck you into a wall.
You know what I want to do?
What?
I want to be tied to the oar of a ceiling fan.
Yes. Okay.
Yeah, and I want to be flung around the room.
Uh-huh.
And then when you catch me, you throw me into a mattress.
Yeah.
I bounce off that and land right on your head. Spread eagle. Cunnilingus.
Yeah. That's how you do it.
Circus so cunnilingus.
Yep.
That's what it's called.
Yeah. Well, there's always this weekend, Mm-hmm. We're going to have to get one of those real nice Hampton Bay fans.
Yeah. Well, we are in a Sheraton this weekend.
Ooh.
So we'll
I'm going to see if we can get an upgrade.
We'll see what damage we can do.
Let's see if we can get an upgrade with our American Express Platinum.
Ooh. All right.
Okay, so this is from Mallory, and the subtitle is Czech Republic listener. Oh!
Wow.
The mystery has been solved. Hey guys, big fan. I am catching up on some episodes and listening to episode number 80 and heard your Czech listener stats. I'm American, from Missouri, and have been living in Prague for 2 years. It's such a great city. I never want to leave, but also would legit rather receive a jar of farts in the mail than marry a Czech man. They're not as, shall we say, seductive as the women are known to be.
Okay, I'm going to stop you right there.
You're making some great
We will
porn.
send you a jar of farts. We have many farts to spare. Andy over here.
I'll get you one of those nice care jars.
He had 2 smooth move teas 2 days in a row.
Yeah.
And hasn't shit in 5 days. So he's got some farts to spare.
I got gas.
Yeah.
Like when a drug dealer says it, he means good weed. I'm talking about straight up methane.
Yeah.
Anyway, Find Your Beach has kept me entertained while in lockdown for the past year. Currently, the Czech Republic has the worst COVID numbers in the EU and the 3rd worst in the world. Insane! Restrictions just keep getting tighter.
So does my pussy.
Okay, wow. I wish. So thanks for cranking out content to pass the time and make my days a little better. You don't hear a lot about the Czech Republic, so I loved that little shout out. Wishing you both and Charlie and Mouse the very best.
First of all, my pussy does keep getting tighter. The doctors actually reached out to me.
Yeah.
They were like,
"It's a miracle."
we need you to come back in. We're going to have to give you pussy expansion surgery. They said we're going to have to make it bigger because it's too tight. That's what they said.
Wow.
They said if you ever want to get pregnant again, you're going to have to put something in there. You're going to have to stretch it out.
Whoa. Well, I'm sure we can work on that.
Well, they actually said they wanted me to work on it with someone else.
Okay. Well, that's what the next joke I was going to make. I was going to say we could go down to a boys and girls club and just kind of see what happens. Just leave you in
See where the wind blows.
leave you in a short dress by the basketball court. Okay.
Day dress.
Day dress. Spring day dress. Day dress? Sundress.
Sundress,
Yes.
dummy. Okay.
All right. I want to say
Mallory.
this. Mallory, I've been to Prague. And Rosebud has too, although she doesn't remember it at all because she was on blackout for 3 months.
Mm-hmm.
But
Have I been to Prague?
I think you said you went to Prague and you didn't remember it.
I remember a lot of stones.
Yeah, it's like a fairy book city. It really looks kind of like Harry Potter land. But beautiful, loved it, very artistic. I will say you're right about the guys. I didn't see a lot of dick swinging bros there. I saw a lot of dudes that looked like they had ponytails and they tuned their violin. A lot of like guys who were very passionate about classical music. Mm-hmm. Their favorite thing is beer. They love beer.
Beer and classical music.
They're not.
You have food in your teeth.
That's impossible.
No, it's not.
Just
Sorry.
let me deal with it.
Okay. Sorry. Apologize.
All right.
Anyways, I don't remember those guys either. Also because I was in a blackout. But the way that you describe them, well, it's not that bad. You say they're not seductive, which sounds like they are actually.
Sounds like you have to alpha.
Yeah.
Honestly, though, I mean.
Well, if you say not seductive, the opposite of seductive would be like just straight up rapey.
Maybe they're, they could just be like Slavs, like Russian type dudes, and they're just like, they just don't try to seduce.
Right.
They just stoically smoke cigarettes and wait for you to jump in their Audi while they
Danish
play.
guys.
What?
Danish guys are like that.
Like what?
They wait for the women to approach them.
That actually is a Scandinavian thing.
Yeah.
I got hit on big time in Iceland one time. Mm-hmm. It was pretty cool. Can I tell you about it?
Nope. I don't want to know about that.
All right.
Fine. Go ahead for the podcast.
Nothing happened. I mean, all my stories about like epic nights involve me almost hooking up with somebody. But this girl, I was in Reykjavik and I was sitting in a bar drinking a beer with some friends that I'd met at the hostel. And this girl just straddled me and started making out with me.
Okay. Well, I hope she's dead.
And well, hold on. And she said,
I hope she died on your lap.
She said, tonight I'm going to teach you how to fuck. That's what she said. And then she went away and a couple, I don't know, half hour later, she was just doing that to somebody else in the bar. Mm-hmm. And then about an hour later, she was just barfing in the corner. So it wasn't as cool as it could have been. Anyways, I felt pretty cool until the reality just
Andy wants to be dommed.
That's not true. I just want a line full of models to walk over my face.
Oh my God.
I just want a Brazilian lady to scratch a hard to find itch.
I do hope she's dead though.
Okay, cool. Mallory, thank you for writing in. I do hope that you find the one seductive. Check. Maybe it's an Italian abroad. Maybe you got a Swiss guy. Maybe a Slovakian.
Maybe a Danish guy.
Yeah, maybe they come up to you, they see you, they say, "Are you from Missouri?"
Nobody's gonna say that. I mean, nobody's wondering. Nobody's like, "Oh, I want a girl from Missouri."
Maybe, I don't know. It could happen.
Listen, if she is in the Czech Republic, she's not going around bragging about Missouri.
You don't know. St. Louis is in Missouri, and maybe
I know. I was just there.
Maybe the Czechs are like, oh, I wish I knew somebody from a city with an arch. You know?
Yeah. Maybe. Sure. I mean, but technically, this is America and we all have a McDonald's. So.
Do you know what they really loved in Prague? They were like horny for their bridges. They just had like stone kind of castle-y bridges. And
that is what I remember. I just remember like lots of stone built things.
Yeah. And they were so.
Stony walls to lean on.
So fucking happy about it. Did you sleep in a park when you were in Prague?
I don't know. I don't think so. I don't remember a hotel.
If you're new to the podcast, Rosebud did travel around Europe right after college, and she did not stay in hotels. She had a little tent kind of set up, and she slept outside a lot.
Part of it I was in hotels, but then I ran out of money, and and the cops were called.
Interpol was chasing you.
In France. They called the cops in French. Okay,
because they were in France.
Because we were in France.
Yeah,
and that is how you call the cops there. So I do remember that, and I was like, well, I can't have this happening again. So then I got a tent.
Because you were being so surly in the hotel?
No, because I didn't have money. Because my card kept getting declined.
Oh, so you got a hotel room and then you just didn't pay for it?
Yeah.
That's awesome.
Well, no, I did pay for it, but I had to go to a Western Union to ask my sister for money. And that happened so many times in Europe that I had to eventually tell my family. My family was like, we're not sending you any more money. You have to come home and like go to a rehab. Mm-hmm. And I was like,
boring.
Fine. And so then I was like, well, send me enough money to buy myself a ticket home. And then I bought myself a ticket that stopped in New York, got off the plane, and went to a guy's house that I was kind of seeing.
Hope he's dead.
And I moved in with him and his metal band.
Cool.
And that's how I landed in New York City. And now I'm still here.
I had something to add.
There's nothing to add to that story.
Oh, I wanted to tell you.
It's a home run.
One time, I was in Guatemala with Nick and Jake, and I got fucking hammered in a hotel room, and we were smoking weed and just wasted out of our mind. And we all had machetes because it scared people from robbing us. So we carried machetes on us, and I just went to town on a bed with a machete, and we just were like, ooh, that was bad. So we tried to leave in the morning, and the guy chased us down the street with the bed blanket, being like, what the fuck is this? And we were like, we don't even know anything about that. And then he was like, I'm calling the cops. And I was like, how much does the bed cost? And that was that story. Anyways.
Well, I have a story about, I was in Reykjavik, and actually
You've never been to Reykjavik.
I was there, and I got so drunk, and I woke up in a bathtub that wasn't connected to any plumbing, and I had a gun in my hand.
Fuck.
And I was like, and there was this famous model NBA player kind of guy that also played guitar.
Shit.
And he was standing over me, and he was like, I'm going to marry you. And I was like hell you are.
And you shot him?
I shot him in his left testicle. And then I actually flew away. It was crazy.
That's awesome.
Yeah. So anyways,
That's
what's
great.
your next story?
I'm not going to tell any more stories. I want to get into it with you, babe. I want to talk to you. I really want to get to know you right now. All right, fuck this whole jokey joke stuff. Red table talks right now. Who have you been fucking? Me.
You, actually.
cool.
Yeah, we are back to fucking regularly.
That's great.
And it feels
thank God.
good.
It does feel good.
Hell yeah.
great.
My pussy's fixed. Turkey. It does feel good, though.
What if I wrote like a Joan Didion?
Doesn't it feel like when you're a couple and you stop fucking for a little while because, you have your pussy's all broken because of like a surgery that you had?
Yeah.
And, like a pussy expansion surgery, like the one that I had to get. Because my pussy's too tight.
Yeah.
Anyway, so you can't fuck for a couple weeks and you're like, God, we lost it. And then you start fucking again and you're like, we got our groove back.
The boys are back in town.
Yeah.
Yeah.
We sing that to each other.
The boys are back and I'm gonna come. But I was thinking about
Didn't
this.
really work.
God damn it.
What?
Oh, what if I wrote a book about this period of time called The Year of Broken Pussies? Like a Joan Didion. I tried to be all sincere and like meditative on loss, but it was just because we couldn't fuck
broke?
for 2 months. The Year of Broken Pussies.
The thing about grief is you never know when it's going to come.
They say that true trauma is like a tattoo on the soul.
That's beautiful, Andy.
When I had to jerk off in the shower for 3 weeks.
I did see you liking posts about porn on Instagram.
Really?
Yeah, it was like something that Andrew Collin wrote about porn, about how like you should be able to look up porn when you're in a relationship, which I do agree with. But you liked it, and it was like, why did my husband like this?
Because it was funny. It was a joke. The joke was that you should not be able to look up like you shouldn't look up things that are like very specific. Like, and he was like for instance, you shouldn't like look up like girls that are tall, this height, this hair color, and don't talk during Call of Duty or something like that. It was a funny joke.
Right.
Well, I guess
So
we've
why
run
did
out
you
of
like
things.
it?
Oh, because I laughed. Anyways,
And you agreed with it.
babe, I want to talk to you about this.
Okay.
When this podcast comes out, it will be March 8th, and we will be staring down
The barrel of a gun.
the barrel of a gun because we'll owe those Serbian guys some money. And I don't have it.
I don't
No.
either.
Your album,
We're going to have to trade in all of our AF1s.
your album recording will be in a week, which is so exciting because it's kind of, I don't know, it's a big deal. It's like your first imprint, like your first kind of permanent, like you'll look back on it. And are you feeling stoked?
I'm mostly nervous, and I also feel like I can't relax. Like I was in a massage today, and I was just thinking about all the ways that it could go wrong, and which is how I relax. Actually, I just think about all of the disaster scenarios that could be coming for me. And I drive myself into a frenzy. I drive myself into a mental frenzy until my whole body tenses up so much that I fall asleep. And that's how I relax.
That's great.
Yeah.
Awesome.
So, mostly nervous. That's how I feel.
And you have you have the set down.
No.
Right? Okay. Well,
I don't.
All right. Well, you're close.
And I can't get myself to listen to my sets. I can't.
Well, you did it the other day during the tattoo.
I know, but that was only because there was something like painful going on, so that the listening to my set was like a little less painful.
You're just going to be a painted woman by the time the album comes around.
Yeah, my whole body's going to be tattooed because I can't listen to my set.
Unless you're
Otherwise,
undergoing...
Why is it so hard to listen to your own comedy? Like, when I sit down to do it, I just, every time I sit down, I'm like, what was I thinking?
Mm-hmm. You actually hate it.
I hate it.
See, I hate the act of it, but I don't actually hate what I hear. Unless
God.
it's like... I don't know, unless it's a bad set.
No, I'll remember how confident I felt afterwards. And then when I listen to it, when I listen back to it, I'm like, how dare you? You know? Because whatever level of confidence I was at when I got off the stage, it should have been at least 75% less.
Mm-hmm. That seems like a crazy number less.
Yeah.
You think like you are 75. I mean, I think you're 75% overconfident in a lot of things, but not your comedy.
Well, wait, hold on a second. Let's just take a little left turn down.
Process this.
Down that lane.
Okay.
What do you think I'm overconfident in?
Me shaving my head, bald.
Okay, but that doesn't count because that's you.
No, but it's an opinion about me.
It's not an opinion. My opinion is correct.
See, that's what the kind of stuff that I'm saying.
No, see,
that's
I can't help it that I see things and what I see is correct.
Uh-huh.
That's just what I perceive happens to look better than whatever. I just know when things look right.
Okay.
Sorry.
That's great.
You know, like interior design. Like the apartment looks good because of me.
Yeah, I was actually not allowed to make a single choice. So there wouldn't actually be like, you would have to have like a side-by-side thing, and I got no say. So.
Well, let's do a side-by-side of my apartment before you moved into it and a side-by-side of your apartment before you moved into my apartment.
I didn't have an apartment, but
precisely,
my apartment before that was very beautiful. I kind of had a spearmint green wall. I had some nice kind of like Hudson Bay curtains, kind of like a nice little theme. I had an Eames recliner in the corner.
You had a dirty
mirror. I had a couple
mirror?
succulents. No, that was the Kristen.
Disgusting mirror.
I was
looked like you sneezed on it.
I was flopping. That was a sublet because I was in between places. Okay?
Okay.
Because I was just trying to get the hell out of Dodge.
Can I tell you something though?
What?
Your room looked like a hostel.
I didn't like that. Yeah, you were right. It was not a good setup.
Right. So that is why.
But I didn't put a lot of energy into that
was your
place
audition.
Because that was not my place.
That was your audition.
Did you actually set up that whole room? The whole living room?
You set up the whole living room?
Yeah, remember that cute living room?
I remember that living room.
Yeah, I set that up.
The whole thing?
Yeah.
But here's the thing, Andy.
What?
You also called her dog your dog. So
I was very close to it.
That's the thing, though. You will add something, and then you'll be like, I did that. Mm-hmm. And it's like, no, you hung one painting.
No, I didn't. I didn't not do that. I did not do that.
What the fuck does that mean?
I'm not going to say that.
That's a whole lot of nothing. What you just said means blah, blah. It means nothing.
All right. Well, let's move on because I don't want to compete with you. I'm just trying to bond with my partner and have a happy, healthy relationship.
Call me your partner. We're not lesbians in the 70s.
Okay. Well, I think that was actually
I'm your
more
wife.
current. Okay. My wife, who's the love of my life. Mm-hmm. Who someday I hope will respect me. And
that's so funny.
The other day, Rosebud had a set that she hated, and I was just trying to fuck with her. And
my God. Nothing. I don't think you've said anything that pissed me off that bad. Maybe ever.
Yeah. See, here's the thing. You can be comics and you can be married, but you don't always get to make jokes. For instance, when she got off stage and she said a joke didn't work, and I said,
No, I had bombed the whole set was. I was ready to kill myself before I got off that stage.
What did you say?
I think I threatened suicide while I was on stage.
But what did you say right before I said what I said?
I said that was brutal.
And then I said, well, maybe you just weren't in the zone, which is a great joke. It was a great joke. And nobody liked it because it was all women. And you guys don't have senses of humor.
No one liked it because that was the cuntiest thing you could possibly say to another comic when they've just bombed their
What are you supposed to
tits
say?
off.
Do you want me to be honest? Or do you want me to
No, you just shut
your
up.
fears?
You just shut up. You just don't say anything.
Just sit there silently.
Just sit there silently. It's, when somebody dies, you don't go, oh, guess it wasn't their day.
And what did you... Well, it's a little different.
Is
than
it,
bombing
though?
at like essentially what is a open mic.
No, my dreams died.
Your dreams died?
A little bit, a little part of me.
Okay.
And
now,
you were not nice.
What did you say to me right after my set?
I said maybe you weren't in the zone.
And did I get all fucking butt hurt? And
no, because I was
clamp my
hitting you back
vagina
with your
shut?
cunty comment. I didn't mean it as a joke. I meant it as fuck you.
Oh, man. I cannot wait for the Pyrenees.
So, guys, you want to plug your dates?
Yes, I will be at Laughs Comedy Club March 18th through 20th in Seattle, Washington. And then the next weekend, I will be at Acme Comedy Company in Minneapolis, Minnesota, March 24th through 27th. It's all going to be, all the shows are going to be socially distanced and COVID protocoled. And the Acme show, you actually can buy tickets to watch it online. So if you want to do that, please go to my website or my Instagram. All the links are there. And come on down.
What?
Join the, hey, get your hat,
Okay. I'm going to be at Stand Up Live, Huntsville, Alabama, March 11th, 12th, 13th. Mm-hmm. And then March 14th, I will be at Zany's, Nashville, recording my first debut comedy album. And then after that, I'll be on March 18th, I'll be at Iowa State.
Ames, Iowa, wherever the fuck that is.
I'll be at Iowa State University, which I guess maybe you have to be a student. I don't know. Anyway, you can get tickets on my website, rosebudbaker.com, or on my Instagram at rosebudbaker. And follow our podcast, Find Your Beach, at Find Your Beach.
Yeah, and also support the Patreon if you haven't, you dummy.
Yeah, dummy.
All right. Bye, we love you.
Bye.